Well, you asked the question. You wanted to know how I felt about it, what I thought about it. TLC in this 90-day fiance, 90-day hunt for love did a switcheroo on us. They changed up the game. And you all asked me, Auntie, what did you think about Suki hosting the tell all and not Shawn Robinson? So let's have the discussion. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members, Randy Thompson, Nathan Timtu, Barbara Markham, Sawade. Thank you all so much for your continued support. So, let me give you a little background. We're going to talk about what we thought, fans' reactions to the changes, okay? So hold on. I got some notes and some things and of course you all know I am getting assistance from my bestie, ChatGPT. Okay. So let's talk about it, shall we? Oh yes, we shall. Just one second. So many people have asked the question, why did TLC substitute Suki for Shawn Robinson? While there is no official statement from TLC or Shawn Robinson, they have not they have not confirmed that this is a permanent change. There's no indication that Shawn is stepping down from hosting more episodes going forward. Most reporting suggests it may have been a scheduling conflict that temporarily prevented Shawn from hosting this particular tell all rather than a full blown replacement. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Do you believe that this is a permanent change and that TLC is, trying to fill her out? Is this, how permanent do you all believe this is? Do you believe that later on there's going to be a statement made? Okay. And I'm going to get your poll, you all, to see who you thought did the better job of hosting this particular tell all. In a way, it may be a little unfair, right, to even do that because this wasn't like a 90-day happily ever after, a 90-day period, or this was the 90-day hunt for love, which was a new show. And so I was thinking in my mind, new show, new spinoff, new host. But we'll find out later on. So I want to share a couple of things with you. There are some speculations from fans and some theories that a lot of people have, but let me give you the background on the two of these women. Okay. Shawn Robinson, as we all know, is a seasoned American television host and journalist. She is best known for her long tenure on Access Hollywood and the hosting for the 90 Day Fiance franchise. She has been doing all the tell all specials and reunions since 2016. Many people believe she brings a warm, composed presence to the hosting role, guiding conversations, moderating conflicts, and managing reunions with professionalism and poise. Now, I have been watching Shaun host this since 2016. And I must say that I have felt over the last maybe 5 years that she has lost grasp, in my opinion, with the audience, with what the audience wants versus what she is presenting to us. I think that what I have watched from her is that she's not challenging enough. I find that in the beginning, back in 2016, early 2000s, early 2020, whatever, I have found that the cast members have more intriguing questions and have basically taken over. Oftentimes in the last couple of reunions, we have seen Shaun kind of take a back seat and that the cast is interacting more with one another. I don't know if this is something that they have been doing intentionally or not, but I have noticed it seems like as a host, as the moderator, she at times has lost the floor. Let's talk about Suki. Sakana Suki Kishman is another familiar face on TLC. She has been known for hosting the Sister Wife Tell Alls and the 2021 spinoff of 90 Day Fiancé Love Games. In August of 2025, she unexpectedly stepped in to host the Tell All 90 Day Hunt for Love, replacing Shaun for that episode. So let me give you a few of the fan and media reactions and what's the difference. So they believe that Suki's hosting style is direct, probing, and energetic. Viewers praise her for asking the tough questions, digging deeper into cast tensions, and having a more engaged, almost gossip driven presence. As reported, she prepared by binge watching episodes and reading fans' comments to bring a fresh, informed perspective. I don't believe I saw that. I don't I don't believe I saw that. I think for me watching this show for years, you have to have the same style, if you will, with them as you do with Cody. Um so we know that she does Sister Wives. And she's been doing it for years. Before her, it was Tamara Hall. According to, sources, Cody wanted Tamara gone. And Tamara recently did an interview with Mary from Mary Brown about an incident that happened between Tamara Hall and I believe Cody at the time. Suki asked the probing questions, in my opinion, with 90 Day, with the Sister Wives, because there was a relationship there. She had built a rapport with the cast members of Sister Wives, and therefore I felt like she was more effective. I also believe that she is so familiar with them that she's asking the probing questions and not really impressed with who they are. What I saw from Suki in the 90 Day Fiance, 90, I don't know why I keep saying fiance, 90 Day Hunt for Love, is it felt almost as if she was fanning out. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just that she didn't know the people. They say that she studied footage and everything, but she was almost looking at them from a host slash celebrity perspective. And I know maybe that's how she had to flow. Maybe, I don't know. These are my assumptions, but it didn't look like she was taking charge. This is not the Suki that we are adapted to seeing, and just really checking and checkmating these cast members. I thought that there were opportunities where she could have asked more probing questions, and I think that she did not. Again, Tim and Tiffany of 90 Day Hunt for Love asked the most questions, or sort of kind of took over. I don't know, again, if this is what TLC wants it to be, more interactive between from cast member to cast member. But when you have a host on the show, I think that it is my expectation that they take over, that they ask the probing questions, that they challenge, and not so much the cast, which in my opinion was one of the things that I became very frustrated with Shawn Robinson about, that she was allowing the cast members to have a lot of dissension, chaos, confusion, questions, probing, as opposed to her. And I think that a lot of people who have been watching this since 2016 became very frustrated with the chaos and the confusion. Oftentimes, we didn't even find out what the answer was because there was so much arguing going back and forth. Moreover, 90 Day Fiance, I believe it was Last Resort, we saw Jasmine, and we've seen it often. We've seen a tell all where Angela was very aggressive with with the other cast members. We have seen Jasmine throw a shoe across the room. So there have been some things that they should have been really checked on. I know that you have to have decorum and have respect, but when you step outside of that line, you get no respect. So I feel like over the years it has become almost a three-ring circus where it appears that there's nobody in charge except for a commercial. But I'm going to put my glasses on and I'm going to continue on. Now, please be mindful that these are my opinions and my opinions only. The only thing that is actual and factual is that which is actual and factual. Everything else is my opinion. Okay, so let's go on. Some fans have commented about Suki's hosting style. She's a straight shot with questions. Shaun wouldn't ask these questions. This host is a major upgrade. Another Reddit user said Suki is that spring mix with spicy arugula. Suki actually digs in and pushes for answers, while Shaun always just lets things slide. But let me give you Shaun's hosting style that has been observed by Reddit and Showbiz Cheat Sheet. Shaun often is seen as calm, diplomatic, and measured. She moderates drama, but tends to let cast members express themselves without aggressive interjections. Some fans view her approach as too passive, lacking the assertiveness that brings out more dramatic revelation. Someone else says Shaun seems like a genuinely nice person, but she always seemed to get steamrolled. Another commenter said Shaun was too easy on people and backed away too fast. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about that. Do y'all agree with that or not? I think it covers how I feel about it. I just thought that it had just completely gotten out of control, and almost as if we didn't have a host at times. And it left us feeling very frustrated. I know that there are videos after videos after videos where people have said auntie for the host. I know I couldn't host it because I couldn't stay on the cards. And I wonder if a lot of this is TOC. Um, because I was expecting Suki to have more probing questions and she didn't. She basically stayed with the card and challenged very little. And so I'm wondering whether or not this is just the way TLC wants this to go and that they just have to follow these rules. I don't know, but I'm just wondering if it doesn't make a difference who you have there. It is always going to be this way. So, y'all let me know down in the comments section if you think, Suki even has a fighting chance of bringing her real personality to the table. Shawn Robinson has been familiar. She's been a permanent staple of the 90-Day Fiancé reunion till all family. While Suki, on the other hand, brings a more assertive and dynamic approach. They say that Suki appeals to the fans, craving drama and candidness, and her substitution um, maybe highlighting a shift in tone between the two hosting styles. Um, I don't know about that, y'all, but let's talk about some more. So, hosting styles and fan reactions. Here's what some of the people have said about Shaun. Listeners describe her approach as warm, calming, and forum like. She steers the conversation but tends to avoid letting drama run too raw. However, some viewers feel she can be too gentle, perceived as avoiding deep conflict or tough follow ups, while Suki's style is more assertive, probing, and intellectually prepared. She reportedly binge watches all of her episodes, and like they said, she's always in the comment section. Fans also noted that Suki her is more willing to ask blunt, pointed questions, to call out members, and to hold them accountable. I don't know. Some users, Reddit users, said Shaun is an iceberg lettuce, bland and inoffensive. Suki is that spring mix. Okay. I don't know about all of that. Suki is a way better host in so many ways. She asks better questions and was encouraging them to bring out their receipts. Now, in this particular reunion, we did see receipts. This was the first time I think I've seen them go out and get cell phones and read receipts. That was that was different. Tim had receipts of his phone call with Jen. They had receipts. Tiffany had receipts on Carlo's information. So that was a different spin on it. I don't know if they're getting that from Bravo because if any of you all watch The Real Housewives, they have receipts in folders, receipts in binders, telephone. I mean, they bring their receipts. So maybe this is something, an adaptation that TLC is trying to make. But this is the first time I've seen it. If I'm wrong about it, let me know down in the comment section and I'll make that correction. But this is the first time that I have seen them do that, and I did like that. Let me know down in the comment section if you all liked it, okay? Because I did like that. Okay. They said many viewers were drawn to her ability to steer the conversation combined with a fearless question style. They said that Suki was a straight shot with questions. They said Shaun would never dare to even ask them. And then they said that there's some fans that said, Shaun, we were missing you in the reunion tonight. So let me give you a comparison of what people have said. Shawn Robinson, veteran journalist. Suki, TLC veteran, sister wife, love games. Shawn Robinson, warm, structured, diplomatic, moderating. Suki, bold, unfiltered, curious, less restrained. Shawn Robinson, professional, consistent. Suki, actively binge watched and fan commentary tapped fans commentary. Feedback. Shaun Robinson, too passive, avoids deep conflict. Suki, more exciting, holds cast accountable, but sometimes chaotic. Structural control. Better control over flow. That's for Shaun. And for Suki, some viewers say zero structure, likening it to raw therapy. Current status, Shaun Robinson, possibly just unavailable for the spinoff. Suki hosted Hunt for Love till all future plans unclear. So here's some fans' final thoughts. Shaun Robinson has been the franchise reliable anchor, bringing poise, professionalism, and consistency to tell all specials. Fans who prefer order and composed moderation generally appreciate her approach, while Suki, meanwhile, interjected a spicy, unfiltered energy into the format. I just didn't see it. Leaning into drama, receipts, and confrontation. That resonated, they say, with a lot of viewers, craving high stakes and raw honesty, but left others longing for Shaun's structure and calm presence. As of now, Suki seems tied to the Hunt for Love, whether this signals a long term change or just a one time variation, that still remains to be seen. The tell all is evolving, and I think that this is an experiment that may inform how future episodes are shaped. What do y'all think? Some people love Shawn Robinson like they do, but here's the bottom line. TLC hasn't confirmed a permanent host switch. It appears that it appears likely that Shawn's absence was due to some type of scheduling, people believe, or a one off creative choice. Bringing in Suki may have been both a practical solution and an opportunity to change the tone of the tell all. Something that appeals to fans looking for a sharper, more confrontation driven approach. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay, now fans are really conflicted about this. So I'm gonna give you a poll. Y'all know I love a good poll. So let's do a good poll. Let's vote. Who would you like to see as the host of the next Tell All? Suki or Shaun? While you do that, we got Sugar 48 as the top fan, Phoenix Rising 72 as number 2, and a Barbara Markham as the number 3 fan favorite and the top fans of the job. So let me go down to the poll to see how the poll is doing right now. We have about 18 votes. You all are right now favoring Suki at 75%. Now up to 76%, while you have Shawn Robinson at 23%. Not sure. I don't think she's out here. But if you are a member and you would like to, let's see how you do this. I'm going to drop the link and you let me know. You do not, if you are a member, you do not have to come on screen. If you are not a member, you just need to come on screen in the back so I can see who you are. Make sure you ain't up to no good. Y'all know how people are. And I would love to get your opinion about it. Again, let's go back to the poll. Who would you like to see as the host of the next Tell All? Suki is going high and high, y'all. She is at 81% right now, while Shaun is at 19. So it seems like you all have some really, really strong feelings about it because I mean, y'all about to blow Shaun out of the water. Yes, y'all are. I would love to know. So I'll leave. Did I drop the link in? I don't think I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped the link. So you would just hit that link on your phone or on your computer. Again, if you are a member of Auntie's Advice, you do not have to show your picture, your face, right? Um, So let me see what some of the comments are saying. So Miss Chain said, I love Shaun. She beautiful, classy, but she wait asking the right questions. And when things get heated, she changes the topic. Okay. Barbara says, Auntie for the host. Child, I would turn that joint out. CV True says, we want you to host Auntie. Sugar 48 says, this is my first experience with Suki. Randy Thompson says Suki stepped up her game during the last Sister Wives Tell All. She's had some that has been really, yeah. Let's see if we can find someone else. T said, I felt like Tim and other cast were the ones asking the interesting questions. Absolutely, even with Suki. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure whether or not it doesn't make a difference who the new host is, that it is still going to be managed by TOC. Maybe they're told don't go outside of these cue cards. And then of course we know a lot of things are edited and edited out, right? And so as long as you have an editing team, things can always remain the same. So let me go back to the poll. Let's see where we are with the poll. We're at 32 votes, so I'm going to end the poll there and we're going to get the results. So the question was, who would you like to see as the host of the next Tell All? 78% of you all absolutely overwhelmingly said Suki. And that was out of 32 votes. Suki at 78%, Shawn Robinson at 21. So the people have spoken over here that they would like to see Suki take this job. What are you saying, Tamika, baby? I would love to see Auntie as a host, but you're right. The host is limited to what TLC will allow, right? Because see, I know I'll be on there and I will be argumentative, right? I will be challenging people, probably more than what they would want. They will have to give me like a time clock. You know how you go to a church now and they have like the time clock in the back of the church so the pastor could see you only got 10 more minutes to preach. You already been preaching for 50. They will probably have to give me a time clock on how long to stay on each person or to move me on because I absolutely would be challenging some things. There was a comment that was of that Cole had made about Jen saying that she wasn't deserving of him defending her or standing up for her, and I would have challenged that immediately. It wasn't challenged. It was challenged a little bit by the cast members. But I did not hear the host challenge that. And I would have challenged that because what do you mean she didn't deserve to be defended? She's your woman, right? She is the person that you're dating and that you're sleeping with and that you're ready to get into a fight and a confrontation with Rob about. So what? So is the defending and the arguments with Rob manufactured, or does she really deserve it? I would have challenged that immediately, but that went unchallenged. I also would have challenged Jen, saying that she's sick. I would have been like, oh, okay, so now all of a sudden Jen is sick when she been sitting out here. First of all, when she first came out, she looked like she was drunk. She was leaning to the side. I wanted to tell her to sit up. Okay, can you sit up, boo? Do you need something to prop your head up? You're slurring almost, in my opinion. She was slurring and she was just acting like she was straight up intoxicated. So, things like that, I would have challenged. So I don't know if Auntie is the right person to be the host because I will really be calling out what it is I see because, I'm going to be thinking that I can be unfiltered. And the moment that they filter me, or try to make me stay in this little box, the more I'm going to want to be a jack in the box, and the situation is going to wind me up, and then it's just going pop goes the auntie, So I don't think that I'm the right person to do that because I've been following this franchise from the very begin, right? And so yeah, I would be challenging. I think a little bit too much. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to come out. You all had asked me, and I wanted to kind of cover this again. Let me know what you all think about this downtown in the comment section. I really would like to hear what your opinion about it is. And, and again, if you weren't here to take the poll, take the poll. Let us know who you would pick. Would you pick Suki or would you pick Shawn Robinson? Right now, it's out for me. I wouldn't be able to fairly judge it because it was just Suki's first time. I think you get in where you fit in. I think she does a great job with Sister Wives, and I think that's probably where she need to stay. Do I think that they need to get a new host? Yes, but I don't know whether or not Suki is the good fit for it. So that's my opinion about it. All right, I love y'all, and until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye for now.